A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a stark warning delivered at a Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio expressed grave concerns for Syria's transitional government, stating that the nation could be mere weeks away from a catastrophic collapse and a resurgence of full-scale civil war. Rubio's comments come on the heels of President Donald Trump's recent decision to lift sanctions against Syria, a move intended to facilitate international aid to the beleaguered country. The sanctions, which were originally imposed due to the brutal actions of former President Bashar al-Assad's regime, have been a significant barrier to humanitarian assistance. Rubio explained that Trump's rationale for the sanctions removal was to encourage other nations to assist the new leadership under Ahmed al-Sharaa, a former al-Qaeda commander who now heads the Transitional Authority after leading the rebellion that ousted Assad in December. The situation in Syria remains precarious, with over 600,000 lives lost and millions displaced during the 13-year civil war. Recent months have seen a resurgence of violence, particularly targeting minority communities, including the Alawites and Druze. Rubio highlighted that the transitional government, which is dominated by the Sunni Islamist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, faces deep-rooted distrust from various ethnic and religious groups, exacerbated by Assad's legacy of division. Amidst these tensions, Rubio noted that the Transitional Authority is under immense pressure, stating, "They are maybe weeks, not many months, away from potential collapse and a full-scale civil war of epic proportions, basically the country splitting up." This assessment underscores the urgency with which the U.S. and its allies must act to stabilize the region. The lifting of sanctions has been met with mixed reactions. While some see it as a necessary step towards rebuilding and stabilizing Syria, others remain skeptical about the motivations behind the transitional leadership, particularly given Sharaa's controversial past and HTS's ties to terrorism. Rubio, however, argued that engaging with the transitional authorities is essential, saying, "If we engage them, it may work out, it may not work out. If we did not engage them, it was guaranteed to not work out." President Trump, during his visit to Saudi Arabia, described Sharaa as a young, attractive guy and expressed optimism about his potential to unify Syria. Following the lifting of sanctions, Sharaa praised the decision as a historic and courageous move that would alleviate suffering and lay the groundwork for regional stability. The Senate hearing also touched upon the broader implications of U.S. foreign policy in the region, with Rubio indicating that the lifting of sanctions was partly influenced by the desire of regional powers, such as Turkey and Saudi Arabia, to provide aid to Syria. The European Union has similarly moved towards lifting economic sanctions, signaling a shift in international policy towards supporting Syria's recovery. As the situation develops, the international community will be watching closely. The potential for renewed conflict looms large, with Rubio's warnings serving as a clarion call for urgent action to support Syria's transitional authorities and prevent further bloodshed. The stakes are high, and the path forward remains fraught with challenges, but the hope for a peaceful and inclusive Syria hangs in the balance. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.